ciel bleu vole en silence.
Okay, you don't need to start from scratch every season just to have modern, updated style. Today I'm going to share the only 5 things you really need to look modern for fall 2025. So welcome. If you're new here, my name is Netta. I'm a personal stylist. My whole focus is to help you build a wardrobe that you love. I want you to look and feel stylish and beautiful every single day. Every single day. Like, I feel like this should be a daily occurrence in our lives, because I know that when I look better, I feel better and my mood is better and the people around me are happier. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stay tuned. I'm excited to share my brand new, if you have not yet heard, Fall Modern Classics Wardrobe Guide. If you haven't downloaded it yet, it is absolutely free and truly is going to give you that foundation for your wardrobe that's going to help you have that consistent style from season to season, so you don't feel like you're kind of having to recycle or reshuffle or reassess your wardrobe every year. Like, these are going to be the pieces that you're going to have for years to come. And then you're going to layer in fall trends or fall updates or seasonal trends and seasonal updates as you see appropriate. So that's my philosophy. It's really having that foundation, that foundation to your wardrobe that's going to make everything else kind of come together. I also have my fall masterclass series happening every other Monday, and so you'll definitely want to sign up for that. The link is in the pinned comment and in the description box. Okay, so excited to talk about the 5 things that I think are the most impactful in your wardrobe when you update them. So these are things that, like, if you only were going to buy 5 things, these are the things that will change all of your outfits every single day and make everything that you wear look more modern. Sometimes it blows my mind when someone shares a blouse that they are spending $150 on, or a sweater that they're spending a couple of $100s on, and they're like, yeah, but I don't want to spend X on, this. So I'm going to say that things like tops and things like dresses, as much as I love dresses, things like tops, sweaters, and dresses are not going to be the type of item that you're going to get the most bang for your buck on in your wardrobe, regardless of how versatile they are. Even if you wear them weekly, you're still limited in how much of a return on your investment you're going to get on items like dresses and tops. The things that are in your wardrobe that you're going to get the lowest cost per use or cost per wear on are going to be the things that you can wear across a variety of different outfits and that are going to up-level the daily outfits that you're wearing. So things that you can wear a lot of different ways in a lot of different outfits. These are the things that you're going to get the most mileage out of and are going to be the most impactful in your wardrobe. So I'm going to break down the 5 things that I think are going to, and truly not, I don't even think that this is up for debate, because I think once you hear this list, you're going to be like, yeah, these are things I can wear every single day, and these are things that I think are really going to improve my style daily. So the first thing I want to talk about is updating your shoes. Now, I'm going to do a full video, I think, on boots, because I've had so much feedback about boots, and I'm just going to say that if you want your boots to last and you really want sustainable style and you don't want to cycle through your wardrobe season after season, remember my mantra that details date. So when you're looking at updating your boots for this season, keep them as simple as possible. Or updating your shoes for the season, keep them as simple as possible. And stay away from more trendy styles if that's not your thing. For those of us who love trends, we're going to want to dabble a little bit in classics and then sprinkle on some trends at the end. But for those of you who really want your wardrobe to kind of be as classic as possible, keep the shoe styles as simple as possible. But what I would encourage you to do is ask yourself, what is my go-to shoe for fall winter? I got some feedback after my outfit styling, like 11 staples to style for now through fall, that a lot of my shoes were not shoes that everybody was wearing. That is totally fine. I live in Florida and I'm also very comfortable in heels. So my perspective on shoes might be different than your perspective on shoes. I want you to ask yourself, what is my shoe style that I wear all the time? What is the shoe silhouette that I wear all the time in fall, winter? Or if you're going into spring, summer in the Southern Hemisphere, what is the shoe style I wear all the time? You should spend the most money on that pair of shoes, and you should make sure that pair of shoes is as versatile and as detail-free as possible if this is going to be an investment shoe for you. So let me break down the shoe styles that are hot for fall 2025. And if you want to update your wardrobe for fall 2025, you can just buy the go-to silhouette out of the shoes that I'm sharing here pair for you, and the one that you're going to wear the most, and all of your outfits are going to look more updated. So let's start with boots. For fall, we're seeing a lot of pull-on style, kind of like very simple, sleek riding boots. What's great about these is that these are truly timeless, and they have very few, again, the simpler that you find the boot, the better it's going to be in terms of longevity. So just updating your boots to a pair of riding boots, and if you have a pair of riding boots that's really sleek and simple in your wardrobe, just pulling out those riding boots is going to update everything in your fall wardrobe, because they are such a key look for fall 2025. So a pair of riding boots is a great investment, both now because they're a trend, and later because they're also a classic. So I'm going to pop up a couple of boots for you. I found a really, really great pair at Target for $45. And then, of course, you can go all the way up to like the Penelope, I think it's Penelope Chilvers that the Princess of Wales wears, you know, and they're obviously they're riding boots for every single budget. I'm going to have a catalog link to this video with my picks for the best riding boots of the season at every price point. Again, you're going to find these everywhere. But a riding boot is an easy update for fall that you can wear across a variety of outfits. Now, boots are going to be primarily like knee-high boots. Riding boots are going to be primarily the boot of choice for dresses and for like updating your skinnier jeans or skinnier bottoms. They are not the best choice for pants. So for pants, may I recommend a pair of ankle boots? I'm trying to call them ankle boots instead of booties, because I think that shifts our mind a little bit, because the booties that many of us wore a few years ago had a very low shaft. The current bootie has a higher ankle shaft, and they just look simpler and sleeker, and they don't have a lot going on. So we're looking for either a pointed toe or a square toe. If you're not a pointed toe person, pointed toe, almond toe, square toe, they're all equally in style, and you're going to find really, really stylish options for all of these. Again, you want to keep these really simple, and fortunately sleek and simple is the trend right now for these boots. So find a pair of sleek booties. These are going to be your go-to boot to wear with almost everything in your wardrobe. These are my go-to, even in Florida, these are my go-to shoe silhouette in fall and winter. So you can wear them with jeans, you can wear them with pants, you can wear them with dresses and skirts, you can wear them with everything. So a pair of booties is the most versatile, I believe the most versatile shoe, and definitely worth the investment for fall, winter to get the best pair that you can afford. A pair that's comfortable, a pair that is versatile, a pair that is neutral, that's going to go with everything in your wardrobe. I'm going to go back to, if you're looking for the most neutral shoe for your wardrobe, go back to the color of your hair. A shoe that's the color of your hair is going to be a shoe that's going to go with everything in your closet. So I'm going to pop up a couple of really stylish neutral ankle boots here for you to check out. And of course, I will have them in the catalog. Okay, the next style of shoe that's going to really update everything in your wardrobe for fall winter is a flat. Now we're looking at two flats for the season. We're looking at a Mary Jane, or we're looking at a loafer, and we're also seeing ballet flats. So three flat styles to choose from. There's something for everybody. If you're not a Mary Jane person, I don't understand it. I kind of feel like there's a divided camp between Mary Jane people and loafers people. There's some people who do both and do both really well. I'm a Mary Jane and ballet flats girl, not a loafer girl, not because I don't love them, but because they don't feel like me. So let me know in the comments, are you Mary Janes and ballet flats, or are you more a loafers type person? So they're both equally trendy and equally stylish right now. We're really seeing like kind of a resurgence of the old school like Bass Weejuns. Remember those loafers? Like they make me think of college and some of the really preppy girls on my college campus. Again, even then I was in my Sam and Libby ballet flats and not in the Bass Weejuns, but they are super, super stylish right now. And then there are other brands and other, you can get these at a wide variety of price points and from a wide variety of brands. This is also not the only loafer style. We're seeing sleek loafers as well as the classic penny loafers. We're seeing a lot of different loafer styles, and I'll have a lot of them linked in the catalog. But you want a pair of loafers that's going to be your go-to shoe. I will say in general, unless the loafer is more streamlined, like Quince has a really nice kind of like sleek loafer, more streamlined and maybe even in like a color that's a little closer to your skin tone or a lighter color, I feel like those loafers can go well with dresses. But in general, I prefer loafers with pants and flats with dresses, because loafers have a high vamp and they can often be a little bulky, and I think that that's a little bit of a harder look to wear with dresses. But that said, if you love a loafer, find one in a lighter color in a buttery soft suede or something, and you can pair those with dresses as well. Okay, so little rant about loafers, but loafer key look, and I'm going to pop up some here that kind of are trending right now, but again, these are also classics, so this is a great look to invest in fall. Now, Mary Janes and ballet flats. We're seeing a wide variety of Mary Janes and ballet flats. We're seeing the round toe, we're seeing the squared off toe, and we're seeing even like a little bit more of an elongated toe. So we're seeing a lot of different silhouettes, but for Mary Janes, we're really generally seeing like a rounder or a squared off toe. We're really seeing this kind of new silhouette for Mary Janes right now. And they can be completely flat. They can have a little bit of a heel if you prefer that, but you're really looking for what is going to be your most versatile flat for the season. Updating your shoes for the season will update every single thing you wear. It's that simple. Updating your shoes for the season. You're going to wear your shoes with all your outfits, so it's going to update all of your outfits. Last year's dress with this year's shoe equals a new outfit. That's my new shoe theory. I'm trying to get this to catch on. So old outfit, new shoes equals new outfit. It works every single time. Okay. The last style I want to talk about that's going to easily update all of your outfits is a pair of minimalist sneakers. This is not a shoe video, but I can't. They're just so important. It's a minimalist sleek sneaker. Again, you're going to be able to find these everywhere. I'm going to pop up a pair here from Target that I think is fabulous. There are so many fabulous styles of these. I really like the J. Crew Rex sneaker. I think this is a great option, also kind of in not that much more expensive, honestly, than the Target pair. And then my fancy pair that I love is the La Rue Day, but there are, Vivaya has the ballet sneaker, the Sneakerina kind of thing. So there are a lot of these sleek sneakers, and I think if you already have a neutral kind of minimal sneaker that you like if you've got that white fashion sneaker or that black fashion sneaker, consider a color this season. Again, instant update to everything you wear. Shoes are that important. And I know that shoes are hard, so I hope that I gave you a selection of comfortable styles that work for your lifestyle. And in the catalog, I'm going to have a lot of options at a lot of different sizing and pricing options. Okay, let's move on to the next category, because the next thing that's going to up level and update everything you're wearing is the right coat or jacket. Now, I'm not just talking about outerwear, although outerwear is the main focus here, but I'm also talking about jackets that are part of your outfit. So, we need to classify jackets in two separate categories. There are coats, which generally we're going to take off when we go inside, and then there are jackets that are actually part of your outfit. And some of these kind of bridge the gap between both of them. So, long wool coats, sweeping lengths. This is such a great investment if you're in a cold climate. I have long wool coats and I'm not in a cold climate, but I think that they're just a classic. So you're going to pick a coat that flatters you in a neutral that works for your wardrobe, and you want it to be as simple as possible. That style of coat is going to get you through many winters. Look for cashmere if you can afford it, a wool or cashmere blend if you want to go a little bit more budget friendly, or a wool coat. You can't go wrong with any of those. Not a lot of styles linked in the catalog, but this is something you're going to get so much mileage out of. Another thing now for not as cold weather, I'm going to go back to the trench coat. Both of these coats are in my Modern Classics guide. A trench coat is a lighter weight coat. This is the coat that I wear in Florida. This is the only weight that I need in Florida. I maybe will pull out my wool coat just for fun once or twice in the season, but a trench coat is a much more seasonless coat for early fall or early spring, whatever, when you've got those transitional seasons for those of you in colder climates. So a trench coat is a fabulous investment, and something that not only looks fabulous with outfits, this is one of those pieces that bridges the gap. It is a completer piece in a lot of outfits. That's why I push it so hard, because it makes your outfits look cooler, but it's also just a really great practical coat. I love a trench coat. And now this season we're also seeing, those are both classic. This season we're also seeing barn coats, like the barn jacket style. We're seeing chore jackets. We're seeing faux fur and shearling, and we're seeing suede, a lot of suede and a lot of suede jackets. So just adding one of these styles, which is a trend, but also a classic. So when you're looking at investing in something like this, if you're going to spend a little bit of money on a barn jacket, or you're going to spend a little bit of money on a suede jacket or a shearling jacket, recognize that the more detailed they are, the more they're going to go out of style. So if you're looking to spend a little bit more, then get one that you're going to be able to wear for years to come. And just recognize that you're making a nod to the trends while also choosing an investment piece for your wardrobe that you'll be able to wear for a really long time. Now, I've seen barn jackets everywhere from Walmart to obviously Neiman Marcus, and it's the same with all of these styles. You're going to see faux suede, affordable faux suede versions everywhere, and then you're going to see really premium suede jackets. You're going to see chore jackets at Target. You're going to see them at Cezanne. You're going to see them at like the most expensive brands. So you're going to see all of these at every price point. If you are a faux fur or shearling person like I am, you're going to see a lot of fabulous faux fur and shearling. Again, if you keep your faux fur jacket pretty simple or your shearling jacket pretty simple, this is going to be an item that's going to transcend seasons, and it's going to instantly elevate and update everything you wear. Let's face it, when you're out and about in cold weather, a coat and your shoes are often the only two things that people see in your outfit. I lived in Chicago and in Boston for years, and I always made sure I had a great pair of boots and a great coat, and often that's the only thing people saw that I was wearing. And if you get those right, you check those boxes, then you're gonna look stylish every single day. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is a bag. Now, I did a full bag video, so I'm not going to get into this that much, but a bag, especially if you keep the bag on, is just a key like outfit finisher. It's a completer, and again, when you're out and about, it's the third thing that people are going to see, right? You've got the shoes, you've got the coat, you've got the bag. Like shoes, coat, bag, shoes, coat, bag. It's that simple to kind of get that out and about fall winter uniform right. And so I'm going to say that we have never had more options in the mid-priced range of bags. And for some of you, these are going to be investment bags. For most of us, these are going to be investment bags, like the $200, $300, $400, $500 to like $700 range. There are a ton of options. So if you're like, I'm never going to do Gucci or Chanel or whatever, totally get it. There are a lot of options. And then if you want a lower priced option, there is no reason to sacrifice quality for price, because brands like Portland Leather and Quince have very affordable bags under $100 that are really, really stylish and that are beautiful quality and that are going to last for a really long time. So I got into bags in my bag video, so I'm not going to get into them much here, but I'm just going to say you're looking for maybe a slouchy shoulder bag this season. A slouchy like suede hobo is a classic, but also a trend. So if you love this style, this might be a worthy investment for you. The East-West bags, I'm gonna pop up what one looks like here. These are definitely a little bit more of a trend, but if you love them, you can find these at great prices. And they are an instant wardrobe update. They are just so cool right now. I'm looking at a couple myself. We're also seeing bags with suede accents or animal print bags and animal print accents. Again, I'm going to say like a python bag, a croc bag, a leopard bag are having a moment and they're a trend, but they're not going to go out of style. So they, like, if leopard is your thing, like it is mine, or if an animal like texture, like croc texture or whatever is your thing, then don't be afraid to invest in that. It's going to elevate and update everything you wear, and you're still going to be able to wear it for years to come. And then we're seeing colors like chocolate, cognac, caramel, the wine, the burgundy. You're going to want to check with your color palette and choose bags that suit your color palette rather than just bags that suit the trends. But if one of these colors suits your color palette, just know that colors do not go out of style. They come into style, so they're having a moment, they're in the spotlight. But when the chocolate trend or the cognac trend or the wine or burgundy trend, when it recedes, those colors are still going to be colors that many of us are going to continue to wear in our wardrobes because they're part of our color palettes. I have worn wine every year for my entire adult life. It is absolutely one of my favorite colors. So don't be afraid of investing in a color if that color works for you and it works with other colors in your wardrobe. So those are easy updates, like choosing a color that you love that works with your wardrobe is an easy update for a bag this season that is not going to go out of style. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is jeans. jeans. I felt like I should have almost started with this, but again, I have a separate jeans video coming out probably this week. And so I'm just going to talk about how jeans are the kind of thing that you can wear 4 days a week and nobody cares. Nobody cares if you're wearing the same jeans over and over again. So jeans are the kind of thing that we should spend, as much as we need to spend to get a fabulous pair of jeans. I'm actually currently on the market for a new pair of jeans myself. I want a really, really, really good fitting pair of jeans right now because I want to wear them with everything, and I know that when I put on like an amazing pair, I just feel like $1 million. I feel taller, my legs look longer, like everything just kind of comes together, right? So you want the best fit that you can find. Now, if that best fit for you exists at Old Navy, fabulous. If you need to spend frame prices or mother prices, I would say it is worth the investment. And of course, you can always check sales and consignment and all of those sources to get the price that you want on the jeans that you want. Absolutely worth the investment. So denim is the backbone of many of our everyday outfits, and one new pair modernizes everything. So don't spend all that money on the top. Buy the jeans instead. Buy the jeans instead. Everything will look better. So this season, and I'm just gonna, again, I have a full denim video, so definitely catch that. I'm just gonna say we're seeing a lot of baggy jeans. So if you like baggy jeans, fabulous. But there's something for everybody. And I will say every single leg silhouette, with the exception of the skinny, is in style for fall 2025. So we're seeing baggy jeans. Many of them are a little bit lower rise. Do with that what you will. I love the baggy jean look. I will not be going for the low rise look. Many of us are not comfortable showing our bellies anyway, and so I'm not going to go for a lower rise. I'm just going to do the baggy because it's really the bagginess of the trend that is the key update or the key look. And it's not really even an update because we've seen baggy jeans for the last couple of years. Now we're also seeing boot cut jeans, bootleg jeans, flared jeans. We're seeing dark denim. We're seeing embellished and embroidered denim, but it looks different than the embellished and embroidered denim from years ago. We're seeing very dark denim. We're also seeing, I said boot cut and bootleg. We're also seeing denim on denim looks a lot, and we're seeing straight legs continue to be really, really relevant. Again, a straight leg is on my timeless list because it's timeless and because it suits a lot of body types. But if a straight leg isn't your thing, you don't have to go for a straight leg. Just know that a straight leg is going to be really that kind of forever jean. And some of the other styles go in and out of style, unfortunately. My favorite and my best and most flattering jean silhouette is a boot cut or bootleg or flare style, and I'm super, super happy that those are back. So straight leg, baggy, flare, boot cut, and then the final one I want to talk about is a cigarette jean. This is the new skinny. So if you're like, I am not a baggy person, then consider a cigarette jean. These are not jeggings. These do not hug your leg all the way down, but they are slimmer than a straight. I used to call these slim straights, and I think this new cigarette is veering a little bit more towards skinny without actually being a skinny. So again, they're not tight. They're not super stretchy. They don't hug your leg all the way down, but they are slim. So if you have been wanting the skinny to come back as truly as I have, like I actually really liked the skinnies when the skinnies were in style, then consider a cigarette jean. I'm gonna have a lot of these in my denim catalog, and I will link that. Okay, jeans, an upgrade and update to every single outfit. And then the final thing I want to talk about, and the easiest and the most affordable, is accessories. So there's just some key accessories that are happening this season, and if you really want me to narrow it down to 3 accessories that I think everybody needs, I'm going to say a scarf, because a scarf is worn with everything all the time. Now we're seeing cozy scarves, but we're also seeing silk scarves, really styled a lot of different ways. I've talked about that in a wide variety of videos. So I'm, I feel like I've mentioned scarves in every single fall video, and I'm mentioning them again because they are so key. I'll pop up a couple of pictures of the way that scarves are being styled this season, but like a silk or silk-like scarf is just absolutely key. If you can find a scarf that has 3 or more of your wardrobe colors in it, then you need to spend even if you need to mortgage your house, you need that scarf because it's going to be such an update for everything in your wardrobe. Now, silk scarves are obviously a huge trend, but we're also seeing chunky and knit scarves, and those are very practical and very, cold weather friendly. So if you've got some beautiful, interesting, chunky scarves for fall winter, then you want to pull these out because they're going to be a big trend for this year, and they are a big trend for this year. Okay, so that's the first accessory, is the scarf. The second accessory I would say to update is a belt. Now there are so many fabulous belts. We're seeing sculptural buckles, we're seeing lots of statement belts, we're seeing wide belts, but we're also seeing the same statement belts we've seen the last couple of years where they've got interesting sculptural buckles or hardware on them. These are an easy and affordable update. I just got a belt from Target, and I also have bought a couple from Amazon, and then I have some fancier ones. So it really, whatever your budget is, just adding that belt. And I will say one just shortcut to looking polished in fall 2025, and honestly any time of year, is if you have belt loops, add a belt. If you have belt loops, add a belt. This is not something I've always done, but this is something I'm leaning into more, and it really does make a difference in how polished your outfits look. So belts are huge. And then the third thing I will say is that you want a piece of sculptural metal jewelry. So maybe it's a sculptural cuff, a pair of sculptural earrings, or a sculptural pendant like the one I'm wearing here. I've been wearing this in a variety of videos. It is from, I don't know if you can see it, it is from H&M. It was like $10. It's on like a faux leather chain. So we're seeing these silk cords, or these, leather cords with like sculptural pendants at the end. These are a big trend for fall, and I love that pendant necklaces are back. They're just an easy and affordable update. So really 3 accessories, a scarf, a belt, and a piece of sculptural jewelry that if you bring into your wardrobe are going to update everything that you wear. So I talk about this all the time, and it occurred to me I've never done a video where I've just said, if you can only buy 5 things. And I'm gonna say the same for spring, summer. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, a jacket, like a light spring summer jacket, maybe it's linen, maybe it's like a lightweight cropped trench or whatever, the shoe of the season, the bag, the accessory, and then the jeans. Those are going to update your wardrobe truly year-round. In this video I really focused on kind of the fall winter updates, but those 5 things are going to take all of your outfits from whenever you last stopped paying attention to style, because I know many of us, our lives get busy, and style is not what you do, it is what I do, it is my actual job. But many of you are just living your lives and are like, oh, I need to update my wardrobe, I haven't paid attention to this in a couple of years, I haven't thought about this in a while. Totally fine, that's what I'm here for, I've got you for that. But these 5 things are going to update every single thing that you have in your closet. So, and every single outfit that you wear is going to look fresher if you find versions of these that are simple, that are stylish, and that suit your budget, your color palette, and your lifestyle. So again, there are going to be a lot of options in the catalog link below. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, and please subscribe, because I'm going to share practical tips every single week for as long as I'm able to do this. I love doing this on YouTube, and I'm so thankful that you guys are here. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I will, again, I would appreciate your support. Share it with a friend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.